What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the 6th album by rapper Project Pat. Basically, this project is called Real Recognize Real, and it came out in the winter of 2009. So fair about this project here is this is the follow-up project. This is the follow-up material by Hypnotized Minds and 3-6 Mafia type full pitches like that after their hit out after 3-6 Mafia's hit album from the summer of 2008, Last to Walk Within Those Fairs. Now, particularly 3-6 Mafia never put out their 2009-2010 album Laws of Power as far as this present album, but it's definitely excellent within the pitch of getting this instead, at least in the meantime, as to hold folks over within those pitches. Now, 2009 was a pretty large year for Hypnotized Minds as far as this present happened. At the beginning of the year, there was Project Pat. In the middle of the year, there was Juicy J and DJ Paul, and towards the late summer of 2009, pitches like that, there was a little White Album, some of those type pitches. So they definitely had some beefed up type things within the fairs. There might have been a few extra things within Hypnotized Minds type fold, but there were some big name type ones around that time. In a lot of senses, this has the same vicious excellence as 3-6 Mafia did in 2008 with Last to Walk. It may not have like the commercial bite of like a hit song like Lolly Lolly Pop That Body, some of those type ones within pitch that was charting throughout that particular year of 08, but it does basically have the same haunting. It does basically have the same haunting aesthetic, and it's kind of like a throwback within certain senses. It's like a nostalgia trip with all the fairs that 3-6 Mafia had been through as far back as like 1995, mid-90s, pitches like that. So this is kind of the ordeal. There's a leftover DJ drama song on this particular project. This is like a throwback. I want to say that that's the single, not as full, but I'm sure. Really, Wikipedia doesn't have a ton of information about this project to really designate what the promotion for this project kind of was. But the most popular song according to Spotify is Keep It Hood with OJ the Juice Man, some good type fairs within it. But just simple enough to say I recommend all 15 of the songs that are actually songs on here. So basically this album easily gets a 10 out of 10. It's this further vicious type product. Within those fairs. It's the typical kind of routine type product that 3-6 Mafia is known for, Hypnotized Minds is known for, and Project Pat is known for within those pitches. Now within the fair, yeah, it's just a blistering type album within pitches. Basically like this very much a continuation of Last to Walk within those pitches. And really it has some other senses of earlier 3-6 Mafia as well. So those type fairs, a little bit of traces of like probably I would say the Unbreakables and When the Smoke Clears, some of those type pitches within the foremost is 2000, 2003 type 3-6 Mafia within those pitches. This is like a good type product. Now, 3-6 Mafia is not every single song that it seems like they're on, but they do have a lot of ad-libs and background vocals and overall help with the aesthetic. I think pretty much they produced the whole album within those fairs. So it's excellent type pitch. It's that consistent type product, but so it's just something to know going in that this is more of just like a straight shot in the arm of more of like the gothic and demonic kind of 3-6 Mafia. So it just in terms, that's the only real thing about this album. Not to say there's not really any true matches to this product, but it's just kind of fair that it's just basically like just a shot in the arm of just getting like the particular just kind of street album type appeal without most of the commercial aspects. And it's kind of within the pitch that Project Pat is kind of lower key within pitch as far as having singles. Is how he was with like Crook by the Book, the Fed Story from 2006, and it's the same thing with Walk and Bankroll from 2007, but this particular album seemingly didn't try the promotion type fare, but there are some ones that do have like a relative type sense. I feel like Dead in the Streets at least attempts it, Keep It Hood at least attempts it within those type products, at least for Project Pat within those ordeals, considering that he was starting to cross more over back into the underground, but some good type pitch at least getting some of that relative type fare. Once again, it's not going to have something like Lolly Lolly Pop That Body or Good Googly Moogly by Project Pat off of his 2006 album, so pitches like that. It's just kind of the ordeal. But there is some banging type ones on here. Like I said, it's just a real shrill shot in the arm. It's a real shrill shot in the arm and just overall haunting kind of loud pack within those aspects. So just further type product, just extra treat for the Last to Walk type fair pitches like that. But yeah, there's not a single song off this product I don't recommend. It's a 10 out of 10. So I look after here. I'm going to talk about the most popular song according to Spotify, which seemingly is the single. I don't know if there were music videos or much promotion for this product, but Keep It Hood with OJ the Juice Man is the most popular song. Now, ironically enough, this is the first song you hear off this product within those ordeals, those kind of pitch. I don't know if that's the reason why it's the most popular song, is because it's the first song you hear, if it's just because that's the favorite within those pitches. But either way, I'm going to treat this as if this was a single. So Keep It Hood with OJ the Juice Man is basically like a throwback to mid-2000s kind of DJ drama mixtape flavor. I'd say in like a cruise around type fashion. Good type ordeals for that. Just simple type one and easy type one to toke to some of those type fairs. Just taking it back to 2005, 2006 kind of house cleaning, Don Cannon DJ drama type fashion within those pitches as far as those formats. So kind of happened just within the ordeals as this started to pop up less frequent by the time you got to like early 2009, 2008 type products. Just kind of the pitch. Definitely when you think of mixtapes out of 2004, 2005, like Dedication and Trap or Die, some of those type ones, and the Killer Mike type ones, and T.I. type ones, pitches like that, tons of folks, Lil Wayne easily was doing some of these type ones. It's kind of a fashion as the 2000s decade started to wrap up. It's kind of within the pitch as far as saying, hey, are these particular type moments still going to be around within those pitches? Project Pat attempted to kind of keep it around with the further type sense, with kind of a blossoming new era kind of trap artist pitches like that with OJ the Juice Man. It's strange to get him on this particular song. He did do mixtapes in the earlier 2000s pitches like that. It was kind of feels mildly out of his element for him, but it's definitely a good, excellent aspect to get him on that particular theme of his song as far as those pitch albums. So it's good type ordeal. It's kind of the pitch behind it. But Gucci Mane's also on this album as well as some good type fare. So it's just, I like the project. I like some of the Gucci Mane type folks, 1017 type folks being on this project. They're the only guests on here. Gucci Mane and OJ Juice Man, the only guests on here apart from 3-6 Mafia with some good type ordeals. So yeah, there's just plenty of these hits. So Bang Smack's a real nice one. This is a song I go way back with within those ordeals. It says Gucci Mane on here. It's like a nice Bang Smack's like a nice late shift kind of slinking, feeling hella woozy and jive kind of house party loud pack kind of get within those pitches. So just the fair. This album is not as full bound kind of house party vicious compared to Juicy J's Hustle Till I Die album within pitch. That's definitely the more demonic type one within the aspect of really getting shit faced out of your mind. So those type products within it. But I would definitely say Bang Smack has a step within the right direction. This particular fair is more kind of vintage 3-6 Mafia type style, very similar to Last to Walks and those type songs like Rollin' and like I would say also a song off of like the Killjoy Club album Braver Than Me. Some of those pitches just the vintage kind of vicious type style. Further 3-6 Mafia type hits from Last to Walk like Click Bang, some of those type ones. Just that particular project like the Haunted Nest, just a re-up with Project Pat after hit albums like Crook by the Book, some of those type ones. So it's just the fair, but there is like the occasional kind of house party noise, some of those type fairs. It's just within the product. You do get some smoke type fashions. This is a stoned as hell type product within the pitch behind it, but it has that usual kind of a gas nest. Project Pat's a little bit more of like a powder cake compared to Juicy J. Now Juicy J is pretty powder cake as well, but just Project Pat's just more thunderous with like the concept as far as this first album. So it definitely has that particular pitch, but just typical stock type bangers within the format of gasness. So good type fare with that. Pogo Stick is a quality one. It's like a good bouncer for hypnotized divas and gothices, likenesses like that. I'd have to say some of those type products, just some neighborhood chatter, some of those type fares for like some Policides, some of those type products that like good house party type noise within the pitch, but just more centricness focused on bells as far as this pitch is going to have, just gothices like I was saying. Definite juggalette type tune to shout out the divas and folks that fuck with 3-6 Mafia and the primary folks like that. They're going to know those songs and enjoy songs like Slob on My Knob and some of those type ones within pitch as far as those particular formats kind of go. Other type ones like Put Your D in Her Mouth from the Unbreakable, some of those type pitches. So it's just good within those formats as far as those pairs going to have an excellent type pitch within those fairs. The commercial type song within a relative type pitch, like I was talking about earlier, is Dead in the Streets. It's like a gothic kind of jury relative kind of commercial makeshift commute, I'd say, within pitch about it. It's a gothic kind of jury relative commercial makeshift commute, I'd say, within the pitches behind it. Just some cruise thoughts as far as this festival kind of happens. So just excellent within the pitch of that. I feel like Dead in the Streets is one that probably could have been like a decent kind of relative buzz single, something within those formats. Kind of similar to like the song that 3-6 Mafia did with Good Charlotte off of their My Own Way off of Last to Walk as far as this first going to happen. Not quite as full-bound commercial with like a hook by Good Charlotte, but just within those pitches, it is something that's kind of like a makeshift kind of bleed within the relative 3-6 Mafia. I mean, this particular album keeps the 3-6 Mafia theme within those fairs. Doesn't really break too far away from that full, but it's just kind of the pitch as far as saying just kind of a relative. This particular song is like the closest thing to like a makeshift kind of post-hour kind of dredge within those formats as far as the aspect would kind of go for something of just the usual slag I just got done with the work shift zones type fairs. Kind of some hustlers makeshift kind of leftovers as far as those pitch kind of having some good type product. Slick Hater's a real nice one. This is a real standout off the album in terms of the pitch. It's like the immediacy effect, but then this whole album's pretty damn vicious, but within pitch it's a real nice one. This like a vintage kind of a gassed and demonic kind of 365's kind of get here. Feels like a last to walk kind of byproduct as far as this first kind of happens. This excellent type pitch. Slick Hater's just a lot fiercer than the typical kind of 3-6 Mafia type fare, but it's just that vintage type product within those aspects of this further type product within those conducts of a good aspect to that particular tone. Gold Teeth is a real excellent type one as well. It's like further banging streaks. Gold Teeth is like some further banging streaks that I'd say within products of it here. Just a leftover kind of last to walk heat. Some of those type products within the pitch. Very much feels like something that's just ripped from those vibes. Either Most Known Unknown, Last to Walk, some of those type pitches. The Juicy J and DJ Paul Allen's from 2009 pitches like that. Just get hella tore up with this particular song. Get hell tore up with this particular song, just some venue slam as far as this pitch kind of happens. Just the product like night venue type grease within the aspect of just some fairs for like 3-6 Mafia type product within that. usual Project Pat type heat. So it's just a good, nice one for just album cut type fare for like some clubbing pitches like that. That's the way you do it. It's a real excellent type one as well. This is a definite album standout to kind of get within the products of it here. Just hella slinked and ravenous, I'd say, within this pitch and behind it. Hella slinked and ravenous beast, I'd say, within those fares, definitely. And this song that haunts pretty damn well. This is just the pitch as far as talking about within the particular fare. This just has a real vicious type sneer about it. This has some good aspects as far as just really getting smoked up pitches like that. Just a real nice two-step type dance type tune within the pitch as far as like a decent bounce and just overall slow whine type tune for like juggalettes as far as those fares are going to happen. Just kind of a miss the pitch alike. It's kind of a gothic dance song within those pitches as far as those pitches can happen. Definitely within the aspect like some good ravenous type. I Be Fresh is a quality one. This is like a good combo with Keep It Hood. Some of those type fares, just a lazy kind of UGK type style day surfing within some of those type products of it. Just Popeyes kind of grub some of that type fare. Just pick up like a good dish of Popeyes. Some of those type products like some Sunny Smokes as far as those pitches can happen. So just just simple kind of cruise around within some of those type pitches. Just appreciate like a relative kind of hot April, June day. Some of those type pitches within the format. Like some basking and coasting as far as those fares kind of happen. Just miss the pitch behind it. My Money's another nice one as well. As like a stock banger and like a usual Hypnotized Minds kind of blend within the products of it. Just haunting kind of snack run and smoke fair within the pitch as far as those aspects kind of happen. So My Money's very similar to like Gold Teeth, some of those type ones in the pitch. It's also pretty similar to Catch a Hot One to some of these particular type products that like excellent type fare, just usual type Hypnotized Minds type gothicness within those pitches. Speaking of Catch a Hot One, this is a further type heat within the aspect. Just excellent usual bangers from Hypnotized within the product of it. This Dracula-like Catch a Hot One is definitely like some Dracula-like strolls with like paranoia as far as this person kind of just that typical kind of flitter and just pitches like that. It's kind of it's the usual kind of run around paranoia within the aspects behind it. This particular song reminds within similar type fashions to Nigga Got Popped off of Crook by the Book, the Fed story as far as this pitch kind of happen with it. So it's excellent within those products as far as this pitch kind of go. This Tibble type ones, just very much this is like a good continuation. I like the fair that this has some similar aesthetics to Crook by the Book, the Fed story, because that's definitely a classic. Definitely appreciate that tone quite a bit. Now, the thing about Walking Bankroll, the reason why I'm not talking about that one as much is because that's actually a pretty expensive buy. At least trying to purchase it. I was trying to purchase that album on CD with them pitch, but it was just kind of fair as far as saying whether or not you wanted to cough up like $120, $150, some of those type pitches. Buying Walking Bankroll from 2007 in CD type format has become more expensive nowadays for some particular type reasons. Excellent type pitch because it is a classic album for what I remember of it, but it's just kind of the pitch as far as saying nowadays it's kind of a more expensive item. Probably going to have to buy it digitally by questioning the fair as to how that particularly goes if it's still available pitches like that. But it's just kind of the product as far as saying, but yeah, Walking Bankroll's a nice one, but I don't have as much memory with it within those fairs. Talk That Gangsta's a nice one as well as like a vintage 2000s kind of Hypnotized in 3/6 within the pitch behind it here. Just nasty and vicious kind of late shift haunted. I'd say it's an overall hot type one. Yes, it is nasty and vicious kind of late shift haunts pitches like that. Hot type one, like I was saying, this is the further type product to just smokish type fare out and about, and like the gothic type wind zones type products, the alleyway type smokes, the neighborhood type crawls in the aspect of the usual type fare. I just find some nice, decent spots to get some Taco Bell and smoke type fare. That's definitely the thing. And just to say, I haven't talked about Taco Bell and some of those type places as much, Arby's, some of those type late shift type places, but this is definitely plenty of easy Taco Bell runs pitches like that, picking up some quesadillas, gorditas, chalupas, pitches like that within those aspects, all that good stuff within those particular products. This further type, blistering type product within snack run type fare. Plenty consistent bangers for that, I'd have to say. Chop It Till You Dome's a nice one as well. It's like an excellent routine kind of 3/6 Mafia get loose pitches like that. Put some smoke in the air, some type products within it. Just a throwback kind of venue noise within some type pitches within it. So this is just like 3/6 Mafia from 2000. This is just like 3/6 Mafia from 2000, 2003. Some type fares of those particular products of it. Good type additional type product within the aspect of it. Just good initial type, 2000 3/6 Mafia is like nostalgia type sense. It's like a throwback and nostalgia type sense within pitches like that. So good type fares. Staying High is a nice one within these pitches as well as like an early 2000s kind of 3/6 Mafia style. When the Smoke Clears and the Unbreakables type pitch, some of those type fares. Definite nice one to smoke loud to and have some clubbing as far as those pitches can have. So definitely within the product. Now, like I was saying within the fairs, some of these haunting type ones that feel like last to walk leftovers kind of within those pitches are more within the product of more dance venues, pitches like that, or night venues. Maybe more so night venues and just bar hops, pitches like that, and just nightclubs where there would be pitches like that. A lot of these are not as full-bound kind of dance tunes within the pitches, and really, apart from maybe songs like Pogo Stick, Horny, and maybe Bang Smack, for the most part, this particular album does not have as much dance jive in terms of that, the aspect of like some real rotation, like some ass shakers, pitches like that. But it's not to say this is a square type album, it's just kind of pitch that it's just more in typical kind of posted up type fashion with more usual kind of gothic standout typeness within the aspect of this. posted like a light pole, pitches like that. So it's just one of the ordeal as far as saying, but it does have the product. You do step out to venues, some of those type fairs, but like I said, this particular album is not as full bound kind of house party centric within those blistering type aspects. It's more within the tone. The particular house party songs have more of like Smoke Divas kind of in mind, and Juggalettes, and like Gothises, more like Gothises and Hypnotized Divas, pitches like that. But it's just within the appeal. You do definitely get fucked up off this product, but it's probably not cranked to 11 as far as this pitch kind of happens. Just within the product, it is kind of the saunter, dislikes and house party type mingle more within the product of more kind of beezy and floozy kind of politic and pitches like that. Not to say floozy in terms of as if they would be cheeky or, as if they would be kind of flat tire type women pitches like that, but it's just them pitches as far as saying it's just some good type ordeal. So I look after just being able to say, so that's the product as far as this album kind of goes. I think I talked about every song in here within these pitches. Maybe there's one last one I haven't talked about. I don't know if I talked about Ain't Scared of You, but it's another nice one. Ain't Scared of You is like a dope stock kind of 666 neighborhood creep around. I had to say here just some pickups and spark up within those products. They're pretty similar to like Gold Teeth and Catch a Hot One. Ain't Scared of You is just one with more some shit in mind as far as what's supposed to kind of happen. Just to miss the product of like getting some errands kind of taken care of or some business at hand within the pitch as far as just night shift type product within the pitch as far as like neighborhood creeping, some of those pretty good type products. So just miss like some late shift to miss the product to get some shit done, some of those type of ordeals. So just being productive, some of those type products are more in the hustlers makeshift type fairs. So it's just the pitch, just kind of more or less like dead in the streets, but just more amidst like the shift of still being productive within the pitch. Not quite as much drear about it and as much coasting, with just the aspect of just it being 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock p.m. just being productive with an aspect of getting towards it. So it's this good type fair. But yeah, I think I talked about every song on here, so this album gets a 10 out of 10. Social score I'm going to go ahead and give the quality of this album, I'd say a 10 out of 10, but maybe the casual score would get more of like a 9.75 within the pitch. Mainly because there just wasn't any promotion pitches like that. It has some good aspects here to be able to say, but it's just kind of pitch as far as saying you just have to know how to go about like the approach of this album as far as these fairs going to happen. If you come to this album thinking there's going to be hits like Lolly Lolly, Pop That Body, or Stay Fly, or Pop in My Collar, some of those type ones are recent hits by 3-6 Mafia. It doesn't have it as full bound, but it does have some house party type jumpers in here with more Juggalettes and Hypnotized Smoke Divas pitches like that. Some of those type fairs within pitch, some good type products, and dance venue type noise within the typical product of like Crook by the Book and Last to Walk, some of those late shift kind of mid 2000s, late 2000s kind of 3-6 Mafia albums. Excellent kind of snack run and smoke run type music, and a few makeshift type songs within the pitch. It just either late shift kind of hustle type songs, or just the product that likes some makeshift drew with an aspect like a relative kind of hustlers makeshift like the format is something. It's like a smoke in the whip and some of those type fairs, and even a couple cruise run type songs for like a couple Popeyes runs and sunshine as far as what's supposed to happen. So definitely excellent with the pitch. Being able to say some usual type heat, so 10 out of 10 social. Now, in terms of the future, not as full bound sure what Project Pat's been up to within these in complete recent type times. I know he's dropped albums at least somewhere in the 2020s, pitches like that. He does have some recent mixtapes, some of those type ordeals. He might have dropped like a group album with Juicy J, some of those type products. He does have plenty of mixtapes to get to. I'm going to get to some of those type ones within pitch. Definitely some of those ones, like the one he did with French Montana and Juicy J, some of those type fairs. I reviewed that like 10 years ago, but there's some further type pitches to kind of get to within those aspects. I'm definitely going to find some more of these. I do want to review like the early 2000s, the late 90s Project Pat albums, some of those type fairs, but this is a definite classic within those ordeals, easily kind of blistering within those aspects, and just a further kind of just an excellent kind of last to walk offshoot that does a lot of damage.